I shut in 6 times.
What is going on, horror gang? Welcome to I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. As you know, I'm your host, Marcus. If you haven't already, please be sure to shoot that like button for this stream, as well as hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to the channel already. Your support is greatly appreciated, as well as hit that bell icon so you get all the latest content updates to the channel. Now, real quick, guys, before I get into everything here and all that stuff, this is a Halloween end / Monster Mania stream. I will be talking about both. I am going to be going to Monster Mania here in a few weeks. There's a few of us content creators that are trying to meet up and meet for the first time in person. However, some of us are having a little bit of problems financially. So if you read my pinned comments in the comment section, just to let you guys know, PayPal donations for chats will be going to the front. So if you have a question or a comment that you really want me to see, you know what I mean, donated chats go to the front. Now, I will also let you know that if you have a PayPal or whatnot, if you're going to, send in a donated chat, you do have a note box which allows you 300 words to get a comment in. So it's basically like a super chat, but just through PayPal, obviously, because I'm not monetized right now. But just to let it be known, donated chats will be pushed to the front. You know what I mean? I'll read them off here, on camera or whatever and stuff like that. And all donations to the channel today will be going towards the GoFundMe fund. However, there is a GoFundMe fund for Monster Mania that I also put in the comment section. If you guys have not read it, it's there. Scroll to the top. You know what I mean? And it's also in the description of this. The link is in the description of this stream. So if you guys want to contribute to the GoFundMe fund, you can, directly contribute there for Monster Mania. Or if you want to donate to the channel, as I said, all donations to the channel today will be going towards the GoFundMe fund for Monster Mania, trying to help out some friends that are obviously having a little bit of difficulty in terms of finances for a hotel room, etc. and stuff like that. Just trying to show some love to the community and, lend a hand or whatever. So if you want to make a donation, this is the thing too, guys. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, you can see them on my Instagram. I did post some of my merchandise on my Instagram. So if you want to check out my Instagram on what you will be getting, check it out and stuff. Now, the top 3 donators to the GoFundMe fund. Now, this is why it's a little bit better if you want to donate to the Monster Mania fund. It's better if you were just to tap that GoFundMe link for the Monster Mania fund. And here's why. The top 3 donators to this fund will receive free merchandise from me. My merch store is not open to the public yet, but I do have merchandise built. You can go take a look at some of my t-shirts and stuff that I put on my Instagram and all that stuff. But the top 3 donators will receive a t-shirt, a mug, a tumbler, and a shot glass for donating to the Monster Mania GoFundMe fund. Again, the top 3 donators will get a t-shirt, a tumbler, a shot glass, and a mug, as well as an opportunity to come on the channel for a live stream of your choosing. Whatever horror movie you want to talk about, we will do. The top 3 donators get merchandise and a chance to come on the channel for a live stream. Now, anyone who does donate that doesn't, finish in the top 3, I'm not going to forget about y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all will also have the opportunity to come on the channel for a live stream as well. Once the GoFundMe account is shut down and, all the funds have been pulled out, I will obviously, be doing a list of who is the top 3 donators and obviously getting a list of all the outside donators. So one way or another, guys, if you donate to this fund and lend a hand, you will not go unrewarded. I will give you, like I said, the top 3 donators will get merchandise plus an opportunity to do a live stream here on the channel. And those who don't finish in the top 3, you still will get rewarded with an opportunity to come on here for a live stream of a horror movie topic of your choosing. So I just wanted to get that out there, guys. The links and everything is in the description. It's also in the comment section if you haven't seen it already. So, like, again, guys, listen. I say it all the time when I do bring up the Monster Mania GoFundMe fund, and as well as donating to the channel and stuff like that. I get it. Times are really, really hard. We're all struggling out here. You know what I mean? But if you want to, if you have it kind enough in your heart that you want to make a donation to the channel, or if you want to make a donation to the GoFundMe fund, have a way at it. Even if you don't, I'm not going to eat your lunch for it. I get it. Times are hard. But if you do donate to either the channel, the GoFundMe fund, or both, the support is greatly, greatly appreciated either way, y'all. So I just wanted to get that out there. Some of you might be wondering, what are we going to be talking about in terms of Monster Mania? I'm just going to be talking about, who's going to be there, what to expect from me, as well as Bob. I'm trying to get Bob to go, as well, and stuff like that. We have some things lined up in terms of content that we want to get while we're there at the convention and stuff to give you guys, the viewer, the audience, those who aren't going to be able to make it, give you guys firsthand experience, behind the scenes on what it's like, especially for like Q&A panels and all that stuff. We're trying to do it big when we get to Monster Mania. You know what I mean? Like I said, guys, most of us are airtight strapped, ready to go, but there are a few of us who are having a little bit of difficulty in terms of financing, with the hotel rooms and all that stuff. So if you guys want to, donate, like I said, it is greatly, greatly appreciated, and you will not go unrewarded. All right, so let's get to some of these chats real quick before I delve into everything. See who's all up in here. Say what's up to you guys. Got 7 people in the chat right now. Thank you guys for stopping in. Obviously, hit that like button, guys. The more likes we get, the more people that come to the stream. So the goal for this stream is to at the least, I know maybe setting the bar pretty low, you know what I mean? But let's try to at least get up to 30 likes. I feel like if we can get up to 30 likes, that will really attract, more viewers that haven't, seen this channel yet, that haven't seen my live streams and all that. Hit that like button, you guys. It will help the algorithm out a lot, and will get us a larger audience here in the chat as well. Seeing some comments from Bob and necessary distraction from earlier. Yeah, that's right, Bob. That's right. Good looking out, buddy. If you are new, be sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and share to your friends and your family who love horror. That is exactly right, Bob. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the plug. Greatly appreciate you, my friend. Popping the popcorns in the chat. Hey, what's going on, Katie? How you doing today, girl? Hope your Sunday is going as well and as blessed as mine is. Nanette, we have Nanette's Necessities in the chat. What is going on, Nanette? Thank you for stopping in. Uh-oh. We got Triple C in the chat. Carrie Crave Cinema. What is going on, Carrie? Thank you for stopping in. Saying, hey, Ghosty. What is going on? I hope you guys are liking my Ray-Bans today. I have a funny story to tell about these Ray-Bans. I'll get into it here once I cruise through these chats. Scream Rad, hold up, man. What did you do, Scream Rad? Why? Why'd you change your name from Screaming for Conrad? I like that one a little bit better. It's more provocative. Like, come on, man. Say, now, let me stop messing with you, Conrad. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. I greatly appreciate you saying hi to Nanette and all that stuff, and saying hi to Katie. I see right there in the chat. That's what's up. Either way, Conrad, got love for you, my man. Whatever you decide to, to change your YouTube name to, doesn't matter to me. I'll support you one way or another, my brother. I ain't gonna lie though. I was getting used to Screaming for Conrad. Sorry, it just, kind of starting to feel second nature saying it. Sorry, no weirdness intended. No weirdness intended. Ghostface Fanatic in the chat. What is going on, man? That is right, buddy. Long time no see. Yeah, took a little break from live streaming. wanted to kind of up my skills in terms of my videos and stuff like that, especially with SEO optimization and all that stuff. Our good buddy Craven, Something Scary, was having a conversation with me and Bob on one of his backstage segments on one of his live streams that we were a part of. And he was just giving us some tips and stuff like that on how to grow our audience and SEO optimization, how to, pull more viewers into the channel and all that stuff. So that's really what I've been working on, man. Just trying to learn how to use TubeBuddy. He put me on a TubeBuddy. I'm actually a member now for TubeBuddy. So, if you guys see all these like links and, tags in my description and comment, that's from, TubeBuddy and all that stuff. You see some highlighted stuff, that's for SEO optimization. That stuff is going to help us get more viewers to the channel and stuff like that. So I'm really, really liking the TubeBuddy platform for real. Like, it's definitely helping get a lot more views and a lot more subscribers to the channel a lot more faster. Scream red laugh from my ass off. You're good, brother. All right, good. Just want to make sure we're all right. Uh-oh, Amber's in the chat. What's going on, Necessary Distraction? I seen you popped in earlier before the stream, before I did start and all that stuff. So glad to see you here in the chat and all that stuff. And guys, again, be sure to shoot that like button. The more likes we get, the more it helps the algorithm and will grow a bigger audience. I'm probably going to be on today till like at least live stream wise till like maybe 6 o'clock. I'll go 6 o'clock, 6:30ish, depending on how I feel. I'm not going to lie. It's one of those things where today I might extend the stream depending on how it goes. You know what I mean? Since I haven't live streamed in over a week and all that stuff, we'll see how it goes. Gary says I was making a bologna sandwich, or a bologna sandwich, I should say. I am back, Ghosty. I love the shades, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Speaking of which, yeah, let me get on the story of these shades real quick, guys. So, okay. So, the other day, I got these Ray-Bans in the mail, right? And this wasn't expected because I had ordered something completely different or whatnot. I had ordered an upgraded scooter. I wanted a scooter or whatever. I have one, but I wanted to upgrade it one and stuff like that, so I can get around, for door dashing and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And I fell victim to one of these, nice sites that, have bargains, on certain things, like electric scooters and stuff like that. And I fell victim to basically a scam or whatnot. So I obviously disputed this with my bank. It took weeks for, the product to even get here and all that stuff. I disputed it with my bank and all that. Well, here all of a sudden, and mind you, the site that, they had an email address hooked up and everything, phone number and all that. Tried to call the phone number, it's out of service. Email address doesn't exist. All that crazy nonsense, right? So the site that charged my card, I disputed it with my bank, and as I should. And all of a sudden, I get these emails, I guess, from, the site. It's called Enigma Market or whatever and stuff like that, saying, sorry that your purchase and all that has been taking so long. It's been a, busy delivery season, all that. Please be patient, blah, 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 blah. Here goes a tracking number, you know what I mean, and stuff, which is something I didn't get before. You know what I mean? When I originally ordered it, which I did find odd when I ordered it, but I also know that some sites, even if they're legit, they do an order number as opposed to a transaction number or whatever and stuff like that. So with that being said, I'm all excited. I'm like, all right, well, my new scooter's going to come in, all this good stuff, you know what I mean? And whatever. Get the package in the mail the other day, and this is what it is. A pair of Ray-Bans. And I have tried to continue to dispute with my bank and having a hard time, getting through to them and stuff. I mean, well, I basically did it on my app and stuff like that. I'm probably just going to have to go in and call them and see what's going on. But in all honesty, I'm just to the point where I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with it. I'm just going to keep the Ray-Bans and just, eat the loss, even though this isn't what I ordered or what I wanted. Hey, you know, they look stylish on me, so it is what it is. You know, sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. It happens. Happens to the best of us, you know? But all right, guys. That's a quick story I wanted to tell you guys with all that nonsense, you know what I mean? So obviously, I mean, like I said, I still have a scooter or whatnot, but I want to upgrade. The scooter I have is like 15 miles per hour. I'm trying to get one that's like 28 miles per hour. So, you know what I mean? Just got to be more careful with, trusting, certain sites and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? And make sure I look at the trusted verification link, for these sites and all that. So I'm not wasting away my money and getting gypped out of product that I want and getting replaced with product that I either don't want or I'm forced to keep, so good funny story there about, these glasses. Let's get back to some of these chats real quick before we get on to the subjects at hand here. Angela Halo in the chat. Hey, good afternoon. What's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Greatly appreciate it. About to get into some Halloween Ends discussion as well as some Monster Mania weekend discussion. It's going to be an interesting live stream for sure. Carrie, Ghosty, you said Bologna the way I wanted to say it. Yes, I did, Carrie. Every time I see an A at the end of bologna or whatever, I have to say Bologna. It's just a must. The Blackest Eyes, man. I love that. I love that channel name, man. That is fuego. Fuego. Sheriff, I shot him in the heart. That's right. Sheriff, I shot him in the heart. That's right. That's absolutely right. I'm telling you, this man, he's not human. All right, we got 12 people in the chat right now, and in all honesty, I'm not going to even lie to you guys. I'm an honest person. You know what I mean? This is like the highest, like in terms of stillness that I've ever gotten on a live stream. Like 12 people at one time and all that stuff. So, thank you guys, for showing up and showing your support. And again, smash that like button. It is greatly appreciated. The more likes we get, the more audience, that will attract to this stream. As well, if you have not seen the comments, my pinned comment at the beginning of this stream, scroll back up to the beginning, or I'll just say it right here. Guys, if you have a burning question that you have to ask me that I'm not going to be able to get to because obviously, you guys are chatting away in the chat box and stuff. Guys, donated chats go to the front of the list. I have a PayPal account. I have the link and everything set up in the comment section. It's in the top right-hand corner of the channel, and it's in the description of the stream. Once again, guys, donated chats are going to be read off first on the stream and all that good stuff. If you have a burning question you want to ask me, something really important and all that stuff, that would be the way to do it. In the PayPal note box, you get up to 300 letters, meaning you get up to 300 letters to fill out whatever question you want to ask, which in all honesty, that's even more lettering than a $5 super chat. So I think you guys are making out pretty well. So once again, guys, donated chats to the PayPal will move to the front of the comment, to the comment section. It won't, obviously, I can't show it on here on the live chat. I wish I could. I've actually, before I went live, I was trying to figure out how to do that and all that stuff. But what I'll just do is if a donation rings in and it comes with a note, with a noted comment, I'll read it off here on the channel. As well, guys, as if you want to donate to the Monster Mania GoFundMe fund, the GoFundMe link is in the description of this channel. It is also in the top of the comment section of this stream. The GoFundMe for Monster Mania is to basically help content creators that are planning to go, that are having a little bit financial hardships. They may have some of the money saved up, but they need a little bit of help. So, guys, if you want to, be kind and donate, again, I'm going to say this again. If you donate to the Monster Mania Fund, real quick, all donations to the channel today are going towards the Monster Mania Fund. whatever I make on donations on this live stream, I will put in the Monster Mania Fund myself or whatever. That's how much I'm trying to help, those who are having trouble getting there to get there and all that stuff. Not only, but if you are a top 3 donator to the GoFundMe fund, if you are a top 3 donator, you will get a shirt, a tumbler, a mug, and a shot glass from my merch store. Once again, my merch store is not public yet because I'm still adding stuff to it. But for top 3 donators to go to the GoFundMe fund and donate and show some support and all that stuff to the fund, I'm willing to give you guys, a top 3 donators, a t-shirt, a tumbler, a shot glass, and a mug from my merch store, as well as bring you on the channel for a live stream, whatever horror movie topic of your choosing. Guys and ladies who finish outside the top 3, who decide to, donate to this fund and show support, through the GoFundMe fund, you guys will not be left out. Though you will not be given any merch, I will still give you guys the opportunity to pick out your horror movie choice for a live stream as well. So guys, basically everybody who donates to this fund is getting some type of reward. You know what I mean? If you guys want to take a look at some of my merch, I was trying to, get it pulled up here before the stream. I just didn't have enough time and all that stuff. But I do have some pieces of my merchandise showcased on my Instagram account. You can actually hit that link in the description that says Facebook/I shot him 6 times. That's actually linked to my Instagram account as well. So you can go through my Facebook account and my Instagram account. It's basically linked together. And you can look at my pictures from my merchandise so you guys have an idea of what you will be getting if you are a top 3 donator to the Monster Mania GoFundMe fund. But again, guys, if you want your chats to, move to the front, if you want me to read your chats first, donated chats, go to the front. I have the PayPal me link set up in the description, in the comment section, and the donate buttons in the right top hand corner of the channel. So all donations that I do get today on this stream will go towards the Monster Mania fund because I'm trying to help my friends out so I can meet them in person. I'm really trying to meet everybody that wants to go in person. So not only that we can have a great time, but that's so we can do content to greater, because that's what we do. And again, guys, donated chats, I will read them off on the stream. I will, because, I can't showcase them, on the stream until I figure out how to get that option, put up. All right, gang. So let's get into the topic of good Lord. Damn, I done did so much talking about the, the donations and all that stuff. I done, got tongue-tied, damn it. Okay. So, let's get into the topic at hand here. Obviously, the Halloween Ends trailer dropped late Tuesday night because some knuckleheads decided to leak it. So, we got it a little bit early, and I said it before in my trailer breakdown video. I felt it was a really well-crafted trailer. We didn't get a lot of details, which is what I wanted. That was something that, that Halloween Kills and Halloween 2018, in my opinion, kind of did a little bit, too much, giving away too much of the movie and all that good stuff. And I felt that this time around, they did a really good job of limiting how much of the movie they're showcasing, but they did leave some really good nuggets in there for us to digest and to break down. So with that being said, I want to start on, I have the 5 main characters pulled up here in overlays, and we're going to go one by one, talking about each one of them. But before I do that, I do see that Ghostface Fanatic had a question here or something. Ooh, that's a good question, Ghostface Fanatic. I wonder if they will release 2 trailers of that as well in October. It's possible. I just hope that they do release two new trailers in October, or whenever they do release the second and third trailers. I hope they follow the same game plan as the first one. Don't give us a lot. Don't if you're going to give us something, give us a little something, but don't give us a lot. Carrie says, Ghosty, it's a PA thing, I think. I think it is too. All right. All right, so let's get started here on some Laurie Strode. Pull her photo up here real quick. So, Miss Laurie Strode. Man, oh man. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I am really, really enamored and fascinated by the direction that they're going to take with her in this movie. And the reason why I say that, and I did a video about it yesterday, that if you guys missed it, reading the plot synopsis about Laurie writing her own memoir and all that stuff, guys, that is a direct homage to Cindy Prescott in Scream. And Scream 4, I should say. And I find that very, very fascinating that this is a direction that they're going with Laurie Strode's character. The reason why I think it's fascinating is because, obviously, for 40 plus years, this woman has dealt with the demons of Michael Myers and, the trauma, alcoholism, depression, obsession, you name it. All that good stuff. And now, 4 years after the last encounter with Michael Myers, now all of a sudden she is going to be writing her own memoir, talking about how she has found peace and found a way to live a happy life after all these events that has happened in her life. And as I said, it's the same thing that we've seen from Neve Campbell's character, Cindy Prescott, in Scream 4, which I think is very, very fascinating for the simple fact is at some point you do have to face your fears, right? You do have to stand up to the boogeyman. And I think for Laurie, her writing a memoir, talking about her trauma, her pain, what she's been through, I think, in all honesty, this is going to really help her character in terms of trying to put that past behind her. And I've said it before that I think her granddaughter, Allison, is going to be more like the character that she was in Halloween 2018 and in Kills. Very traumatic, very obsessed, all that stuff. I think Laurie in this movie, at least up until she realizes that Michael is back, I think we're going to get a completely different tone from Laurie Strode in this movie. I think that she is going to be, a lot more measured. I think she is going to be a lot more nicer. We also know that she is engaged. Whether she's engaged to Hawkins, we don't know that yet. And this is what's interesting. Well, at least it looks like she's engaged. But what I find interesting about that ring on her finger that kind of shows that she is engaged is that if you read the plot synopsis, her and Allison are living together. It doesn't say anything about her, Allison, and her fiance, whoever that may be. Now, I know a lot of us might want to think it is Hawkins, but we have to keep an open mind here that they might go in a different direction. So with that being said, I find it very, very fascinating that we didn't get, any reference to a fiance that she's living with, a boyfriend, anything like that. Especially being that we do see what it looks like, an engagement ring on her finger. So, I mean, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. And I will say this as well. I'm starting to think that Laurie Strode will actually live in this movie. And here's why. Our good friend and buddy, Craven Something Scary, obviously did his trailer breakdown, review and all that stuff on the Halloween Ends trailer. And he pointed out something very, very interesting, and it's something I am going to do a video about, but I'm going to talk about it right here on the stream with you guys right now. You see, it's really quick in the trailer, or whatnot. But you see a quick shot of Lori, which looks like she's standing out on her porch, and the police lights are flashing in her face. Now, guys, I would like to think if Laurie Strode is going to die in this movie, she ain't making it out that front door. She's not. You know what I mean? She's not making it out that front door to where she's visible for the police, you know, to grab a hold of her, to make sure she's safe, all that good stuff. After seeing that picture that Craven had posted in his video, I'm really starting to think that Laurie Strode will actually live at the end of this movie. And that if we do get more Halloween movies following after this timeline, if we're going to follow Allison after the events of Halloween Ends years later, they're going to go in a direction that we all don't want. And that is killing Laurie Strode off camera. I think it's going to happen, guys. I mean, in my opinion, it's just, there would be no other reason why she would be standing outside with the lights flashing in her face if she's dead, obviously. I mean, I don't know. Like, I found that picture that picture that Craven posted up to be very, very interesting. And I think she's going to live. Now, will that beg the question, will Michael Myers die? I don't know. They've done such a good job, in all honesty, with pointing us in so many different directions that I don't know what direction they're going to take in terms of them killing one of these two characters or both. This might be a scenario. Now, let's think about this, guys, right? Because I like to think we agree, at least most of us agree, because I know there's some that don't want Laurie or Michael to die, but I like to think that a lot of us agree that one of them has to die for this story to end, right? What if what Laurie's meaning with, you know, what Jamie Lee Curtis is meaning by, oh, this movie's going to make audience really, really mad, is that they don't kill either one of them. That would make some fans upset, because a lot of fans, you know, want to see this story come to a close so that we could possibly take Michael Myers or the Halloween franchise in general in a whole different direction, in a whole new direction. And you can't do that if, you know, Laurie Strode's alive. I mean, you can, but then you're going to make the mistake of killing this character off screen, which is what a lot of fans don't want. So, I mean, and we know this is Jamie Lee Curtis's last Halloween film. Well, she says it is. She said that about H2O. She said that about Halloween 2. She said that so many damn times. But in my humble opinion, I do think this is her last hurrah. She is getting up there in age, you know, and all that stuff. And, you know, playing this role is, you know, very, 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 very tiring. And it takes a lot out of you. You know what I mean? And stuff, playing a Laurie Strode role. She had a nice break in Halloween Kills. She didn't have to do much. But in Halloween, you know, 2018, she was the main focal point. So she did say this is her last movie. I do believe this is her last movie. I do believe her this time. But that does not mean that the character of Laurie Strode will die in this movie. And being that we get that quick scene in the trailer where you see the police lights flashing on her from what it looks like after her encounter with Michael Myers, you'd have to believe that they're going to keep her alive. And then maybe, if they keep the same storyline and just follow it years later, they're going to kill her off screen. And it's something I hope that doesn't happen. I do want a definitive conclusion to this saga, to this storyline. One of them has to die. But I'm starting to lean more towards they're both going to live. I am. I just have a weird feeling that's what's going to make us mad. It's not the copycat Michael, and we're going to touch on that here in a little bit. It's not the fact that, Michael Myers might die in the first 15 minutes of the movie. No, it's the fact that they're saying this is the end of Michael and Laurie's story, making us believe that one of them, if not both of them, are going to die. All for us to find out in the end, neither of them dies. That would piss a lot of fans off because a lot of fans want a conclusion to this story. So I'm starting to lean more towards that's what's going to make us upset, is the fact that they're promoting this as if one of them is going to die, but neither one of them are going to die. That's my opinion on what's going to happen with Laurie Strode's character in Halloween Ends, and possibly for the foreseeable future in the Halloween franchise. I just have a weird feeling that that's what they're going to do, and I really hope not. I really hope they don't pull some shit like that to where they're going to kill her off camera in another Halloween movie. I really hope that's not the case, but I'm not too confident giving that photo from the trailer that I seen with those police lights flashing on her face from what it looks like she's outside on her porch. Not confident that she's going to die. I'm not as confident as I was before. About to say a couple months ago, I was very, very confident. I would say I was about a 95% certainty that Laurie Strode was going to die in this movie. Now, I'm going to drop that down all the way to a 20% chance that she's going to die in this movie. But that's just my opinion on, Laurie Strode's character for Halloween Ends, guys, and what I think is going to happen with her character in this movie and possibly beyond the Halloween franchise, franchise if it continues following the same storyline. Let's get to some of you guys' comments and all that stuff. See what you guys have to say on Laurie Strode's character for Halloween Ends. First, let me check something real quick. Ghostface Fanatic says, I wonder if Hawkins will die in this film since he almost died in 2018. I wonder if he will die this time and Ends. That is a very interesting question. I have Hawkins being like this, like the new Dr. Loomis. You know what I mean? I think he's more of a Dr. Loomis character. I don't know if he is going to die in this movie. Honestly, I'm going to go with if I had to make a safe bet, I'd say no. I don't think he's going to die in this movie. I don't. Do I think he's going to get his opportunity to kill Michael himself and rectify that mistake that he made by not letting Dr. Loomis finish him off? Yes. I will say that. But in terms of Hawkins dying, I honestly don't think he is going to die in this movie. I really don't. Carrie says, so as for Carrie, copycat, victim, bait. I mean, we can move on to Corey. You know what I mean? We can move on to Corey as the next banner and stuff like that because I do want to talk about him. I don't think he's the copycat Michael Myers. I don't. What I think is going on in that opening scene of the trailer, speaking of which, here goes Corey right here. I don't think he's a copycat killer, guys. And the reason why I don't believe that is because I just don't think they will do. I think they won't mess that up. We don't need two Michael Myers in this movie. They know fans don't even like somebody else putting on the mask. You know what I mean? So I can't see them actually going in the direction where they're going to have this guy dress up like Michael Myers and start a whole new killing spree, especially when the real Michael Myers is still out there somewhere. Another thing is, I think with that opening scene of the trailer is I think that is a dream. I think that is a dream by Laurie. Now, I will say this. The Blackest Eyes had commented on my video about the plot synopsis breakdown that I did. And she, I don't know if you are male or female, so I don't want to mess that up. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But the Blackest Eyes gave an interesting take saying that this could be Allison dreaming about, that from that opening scene with, you see Michael walking through the door and Laurie's waiting there with the gun ready to shoot. They gave their take that they think that that's Allison who could possibly be dreaming, being the fact that the rumor is that Corey is Allison's new boyfriend. And that given, that she is traumatized from, the events of encountering Michael Myers herself, losing her ex-boyfriend Cameron, losing her parents, that, it would make sense if she would be having nightmares or visions or flashbacks of Michael Myers, possibly coming after her grandmother or her or both. It's not far-fetched to think that at all. And in my opinion, I think that that's even a even better take than what I had in terms of Laurie being the one dreaming, in that certain scene. And the reason why I'm starting to backpedal off it being actually Laurie who's dreaming is because if her character is supposed to be at this story arc where she is finally moving on from Michael Myers and the trauma that he has caused her, and she's actually at peace with the events that has happened in her life, I would doubt that she is having reoccurring nightmares. I would doubt that. So I have to tip my hat to the Blackest Eyes. I think they're onto something here, and I am in agreement with that. The beginning of the trailer, where you see the POV shot of Michael walking through the door, from outside, obviously an homage to 1978. You see him walking up the stairs, and you see him push open a door and all that stuff. I think that that's a dream, and the reason why I think that that is a dream is because that scene reminds me so much of Laurie's nightmare in Halloween H2O, where you see the POV shot of Michael walking through her college office. You see the POV shot of her having flashbacks to 1978. Then they leave the closet, and then you see the knife, stabbed through Josh Hartnett, John Tate's picture, and all that stuff. In my opinion, guys, that scene reminded me, that scene in the new Halloween Ends trailer, the opening scene where you see Michael, from the POV standpoint, walking into the room where Laurie's waiting for him. In my opinion, guys, it gave me so much Halloween H2O vibes that I think that that is a dream. I don't think that that is an actual scene of Laurie encountering Michael or the fake Michael Myers. I think that that is a dream, and that after Laurie kills the fake Michael Myers in this dream, whoever's dream this is, they will wake up after Laurie is screaming on the steps. There is a scene in the trailer where you see Laurie screaming on the steps, and it looks like that is after her encounter with the fake Michael Myers. And in my opinion, that's when whoever is dreaming this dream is going to wake up after Laurie screams from taking off the mask and realizing it is not Michael Myers, the real Michael Myers anyway. I do not think that this guy is a copycat Michael Myers. And another reason why too, and I pointed this out in my video. Okay. So this guy is accused of murder, right? He's accused of killing a kid that he was babysitting. Sounds familiar. Sounds like Michael Myers or whatnot. To a degree, to an extent. Babysitter killers, all that stuff. My big issue with that, and guys, I'm a big murder mystery buff. Love the ID channel, love True TV, Forensic Files, all that, you name it. All that. And from all my years, and I get it, this is a movie. So we're supposed to use our imagination to an extent. But we are also supposed to use our reality to an extent as well. And in my opinion, guys, I can't believe that if this guy is accused of murder, if he's accused of murder, now, being accused and charged, as I said in my video, is two different things. But The fact that he's even being accused. You mean to tell me he's just roaming free in Haddonfield with no police detail watching him, watching his every move, especially given the history of the history of Haddonfield and Michael Myers? I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that this guy who's accused of murder is out roaming free in Haddonfield with no police detail, nobody investigating him further, nothing. I'm just not buying it. I'm just not. I think this is a swerve that they want us to believe to get us talking that is there two Michael Myers in this movie? And how will it play out if there is two Michael Myers in this movie? That's all it is, guys. And I know a lot of people in the community, John Carpenter said, oh, this movie's supposed to have heavy Christine references, and that's why a lot of people do feel like Corey is going to be the copycat Michael Myers. Excuse me. I think the only thing Christine referenced anyway to Corey that has any significance at all in this movie is his last name, Cunningham. That is it. We know, the main character in Christine, his name was Archie Cunningham. That's it, in my opinion. It's just the name. The name. It's a nice homage. It's a nice, reference. But I don't think we're going to get a lot of Christine vibes like John Carpenter said. I don't think that this kid's going to be the copycat killer. There is a scene where you see Michael, or at least looks like Michael, in the tunnel attacking Corey. Now, one of my fellow subscribers, Keith Ashebrander, had commented on my video saying that he believes it's a hermit that is attacking Corey. That a hermit that is actually like protecting Michael and all that stuff. Here's my thing on that. Is one, I don't think it will be well received if they go the Halloween 5 route and have a hermit taking care of Michael Myers. And two, given from what I have seen from the Michael Myers character in this new Halloween timeline, I highly doubt that he would want anybody even helping them. He would be trying to kill this person and getting them out of his way, just like he does everybody else. I don't think that it is a hermit taking care of Michael. I think Michael, if somebody were to try to extend their hand and try to help him, he'd kill them. I don't think that he would let them live. And this is not, at least from what we know, we don't know how the opening scene will play out. We don't know if, Michael is going to get hit by the firing squad like the rumors, were said to be. But especially if Michael isn't wounded like that heavily. I mean, he's heavily wounded regardless, but he takes it. But in Halloween 5, Michael was wounded to the point where he couldn't stand, and he just collapsed, which allowed the hermit to help him. But keep in mind, right before Michael collapsed, he reached out to try to choke the hermit. So he was going to kill the hermit even in Halloween 5 before he collapsed. That's why I don't believe that in this new Halloween timeline, this version of Michael Myers will even come close to allowing anybody to try to help him. I just don't. I don't think Corey is a copycat killer. I think, like what Carrie says, he is bait. That is all he is. He's just bait. That is all he is. He is just bait. He is nothing more than just bait and a nice reference to Archie Cunningham and Christine. That's just how I feel about this character, you guys. I don't even know if he's Allison's boyfriend at this point. I don't. What I mean? There hasn't been any confirmation on that. So, but in terms of Corey's character, guys, I don't think that he is a copycat. I think that this is just something they put in there to swerve us, to get us talking, to get us, get our gears grinding and throw out some possibilities. But I don't see it. You know what I mean? I really don't. I'm not buying the fact that this kid is accused of murder, and given, the history of Haddonfield with Michael Myers, the police are just going to be okay with letting this accused murderer roam the streets free without them keeping a close eye on him. I just don't see it. I just don't. But let's get to some of these comments and see what you guys have to say. I know I'm behind big time. Again, guys, if you have a question you want to ask me, and I can't get to it because it is a lot of chats and stuff like that. If you guys have a important question or anything you guys want to ask me, a comment, whatever, donated chats move to the front, and I will read them out here on the mic, on the camera, all that good stuff. Oh, snap. All right, the blackest eyes. I see that. LOL mail. Okay, good. Just want to make sure I'm not offending anybody. You know what I mean? All right, Ghostface Fanatic says, I just hope they don't make Laurie like how they did in Rob Zombie's Halloween. They made her a drug addict. Laurie never did drugs. I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you can consider alcohol to be somewhat like a drug. You know what I mean? So, and I don't think they are Ghostface. I think that they're definitely in this movie going to focus on Laurie Strode healing and showing that she has grown from the events and these encounters with Michael Myers, which is why she is making a memoir. You know what I mean? In all honesty, I think it's Allison's character who's going to be more like that Laurie Strode from Rob Zombie's Halloween. And in all honesty, I kind of want that a little bit. Me personally, I thought that Scout Taylor Compton did a great job as Laurie Strode in Halloween 2. I love the fact that she was batshit crazy because it's believable. Look what she went through. You know what I mean? That is so believable that she would go fucking nuts after all that. Just like Allison, losing Cameron, losing her dad, losing her mom. At some point, your mental stability is bound to break and you will snap. So in my opinion, I think I don't think that will happen for Laurie's character in this movie. I think that will be for Allison's character. Oh, shit. The blackest eye says Laurie's meant to get her life back together, apparently. Yes, exactly. Yes, she is. That's why she's writing a memoir, much like Sidney Prescott did in Scream 4, talking about her trials and tribulations and how she's learned and grown from it. And I like that story arc for Laurie. I don't want to see the same Laurie as I did in the last two movies. I want to see her have some character growth. I want to see her finally at least try to put, the past behind her. Oh, snap. Ghostface Fanatic says, yeah, Carrie, yeah, that she was great. If the script wasn't over the top, for the most part, I would have enjoyed the movie. She was great, though her cries were real. Yeah, I don't know who you guys are talking about in that instance. The blackest eye says, I feel he's got to be on the run to get to the sewer. I don't know. I just feel like he's a nosy ass kid. I think what happened is he probably heard something in the sewer. Maybe he heard a noise or something like that, which prompts him to go down in the sewer. Because if you look at his facial expression before he gets grabbed up, he looks like he's looking for something. He looks like he's looking for something. It doesn't look like he's running. It looks like he is looking for something. Like he's looking ahead, and then he turns, and then he gets grabbed up because obviously, well, he obviously has to turn because obviously he gets grabbed up and all that. But if you look at the trailer closely, in my opinion, it looks like he's looking for something. And in my opinion, that's because I think that he heard something in the tunnel. He heard something or someone in the tunnel, which gauged his interest to want to go in the tunnel and see what it was. Blackest Hot says, LOL, I appreciate that 6 times. Do you mind 6 times? No, not at all, buddy. No, not at all. Not at all. And I see Carrie even said that she calls me Ghosty, so 6 times will be fine. Yeah, man, that's great. That's perfect. No problem with that at all. I say it all the time. Well, I didn't say it at the beginning of this stream, which is kind of ironic. But hey, you guys call me Marcus. I shot him 6 times. 6 times. As long as it's not ignorant or derogatory to where I have to block you or put you in timeout, I don't care. You know what I mean? Marcus doesn't take himself too seriously. I like to have fun. All right, Bob. No problem, buddy. Bob says, back. Sorry, something came up. No, you're good, my friend. You are good. What's up, Blucka? Thank you for stopping in. Blucka says, I thought they said this would be the lowest screen time Laurie and Michael film since Halloween 3 and Resurrection. I mean, excuse me. I mean, that's what they said, but I don't always believe what they tell us, and I'm not going to lie. I think more than half the shit that they tell us is to swerve us, in all honesty. And to keep us talking. What are they supposed to do? They're supposed to promote the movie any way possible. So they're going to tell us anything. Things we want to hear, things we don't want to hear. You know, is that a possibility? Yeah, especially after we've seen how little screen time Laurie had in Halloween Kills. Yeah, you know what I mean? But I don't know. If they aren't in the movie as much as if that is true, that they have the lowest screen time since obviously Resurrection and 3, obviously then they are really going to be trying to build on Corey's character, making him look like a massive red herring or some sorts like that. Really trying to drive home that narrative that there is 2 Michael Myers. I can see them doing that. I can. Okay, Ghostface Fanatic says we were talking about Scout Taylor Compton and Zombies Halloween. Yes, I thought she was great. I did. I thought in Halloween 2, she did a fantastic job capturing what it's like for someone to go through what she went through, all to find out that this person who killed her friends, you know, it was trying to killed her family, was trying to kill her, is her sibling. You know what I mean? Just the way, if there was one thing that I will give Rob Zombie credit for, is how he made Laurie find out that Michael was her brother. The slow burn, and then, you know, Dr. Loomis doing the book where he reveals all, and then Laurie reads the book and she finds out the truth. I thought that was really, really well done. I will say that. Outside of that, the movie was trash. And outside of Danielle Harris and Brad Dourif. Can't forget about them too. Oh, Screen Rad. That's a really good that's a really good question. And real quick before I answer this question, I did see this comment before. 9 people watching and 12 likes, doing pretty good, Marcus. Hey, yeah, that is pretty good. But guys, you know what I mean? Let's get some more likes up there. Share this stream, you guys. Share this stream to your Facebooks, your Instagrams, whatever social media platform you guys use. Share this stream with all your horror movie lovers that you guys know, friends, family, whoever that you guys know love horror. Share this stream with them. Have them come join the chat and tell them to smash that like button so we can get more people here in the chat and more viewers to the channel. But to answer your question, Screen Rad, I got to get used to this, man. What do you want to see in ends the most? It's a really good question. Well, one, I don't want to see Corey be a copycat Michael Myers. I don't want there to be 2 Michael Myers killing in this movie. There's only one. I don't want to. We don't need to. There's only one. So, two things I want the most. Well, I'll even go 3. An all-around great movie. That's the number one thing. An incredible storyline. And a conclusion. A legitimate conclusion to this story between Michael Myers and Laurie Strode. Somebody got to go. Somebody's got to die. That's what I want to see the most out of Halloween Ends. Let's recount that. Overall good movie. Fantastic storyline. Conclusion. Somebody got to die. That's what I want most out of this movie. I want this movie to be so anticlimactic that it's rememberable. That's what I want. I want this movie's called Halloween Ends, right? Well, I want it to feel like Halloween ends, in my opinion, in all honesty. I want it to feel like Halloween is ending. I do. You can't give this the title Halloween Ends and not give me the feeling that some part of this story, whether it's Laurie Strode or Michael Myers, or I should say the vessel that is Michael Myers, somebody's got to die. You got to give me that. You got to make it feel. You got to make it stick, in my opinion. You can't, and this is why I said, guys, that I don't know if Laurie's going to die in this movie. Think about it this way. I mean, how big of a faux pas it would be if they named this movie Halloween Ends, but both characters live in the end. It would be so stupid. It would be like a punch to the gut if you ask me, because it's just like, well, what the fuck did you call this movie Halloween Ends for? You should have just called it Halloween: The Continuation. You know what I mean? Like, or Halloween Continuations. You know, like, we have to get a definitive climax to this story. We have to get a definitive ending. One of them got to go. Somebody's O's got to go, as they say in boxing and in MMA. Somebody's O has got to go. Somebody's got to go down. Somebody's got to die in this movie for this saga and this storyline to come to a fitting end, in my opinion. But that's what I want, Scream Rad. That's what I want the most out of Halloween Ends. Xtron Gaming stopping in the chat. What's going on, Xtron? Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. And real quick before I move on to the next character, guys, once again, if you guys have a burning question that you have to ask me, that if you had a comment that I missed that you guys, really want me to answer and all that stuff, the donation link is in the top right-hand corner of the channel. It is also in the top of the comment section of this stream, and I'll even put it back down here for you guys in the comment section. And it's also in the description of the channel. If you guys have a comment that you guys want me to answer, donated chats will be, obviously read off first and all that good stuff. On PayPal, you get a 300 lettered note box to where you can fit your comments in perfectly so you guys won't run out of room. And I will read them off here, live on the channel, being that I don't know how to, obviously, when the donations ring in, I don't know how to set that feature up yet. Hopefully, I will find out how to work that feature. But if you guys make a donation with a comment in it, from a comment you guys want me to answer and all that good stuff, you know what I mean? Donate to the PayPal link that is in the description, that is in the top right-hand corner of the channel, and at the top of this comment section as well. As well as if you want to make a donation to the Monster Mania GoFundMe link, as I said at the beginning of the stream, there's a lot of us going to Monster Mania. Some of us are, in need of some help financially in terms of rooms and all that stuff. I get it, guys. Times are hard and all that. But if you want to be kind and make a donation to the Monster Mania GoFundMe link, go ahead, tap that link, make a donation. And the top 3 donators to that GoFundMe link will get merchandise and a chance to come on for a live stream on the channel. Anybody who donates that finishes outside of the top 3, you will not be forgotten. You will still be given an opportunity to come on the channel for a live stream topic of your choosing, whatever horror movie you want to discuss, all that. So if you guys make a donation to the GoFundMe link, you guys will not go unrewarded. And also keep in mind that whatever donated chats do come into the channel today, I will be personally giving that money to the GoFundMe link to help out for those who are trying to get to Monster Mania that might need some help on the back end in terms of finances. Again, guys, I know times are hard and all that stuff. I personally, I honestly don't even like to ask and stuff like that. I really don't. You know what I mean? But I'm trying, to help, all the crew here, everybody that we all want to, get together and meet. I'm trying to do my due diligence and help everybody get to Monster Mania, and all that good stuff. So, guys, if you guys want to show your support and make a donation, it will be greatly appreciated. And I promise you, you will be rewarded for your donation and all that good stuff. Again, if you guys want to take a look at some of my merchandise, I do have some pictures of my merchandise on my Instagram account. My Instagram link is in the description of this channel. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram already, you can take a look at some of my t-shirts and tumblers, mugs, and stuff that I do have posted on my Instagram. All right, give me 1 second here, guys. Wait, what? All right, so now let's move on to the next character that we have, which would be the one and only Allison Strode. Oh, man, guys, we didn't get a lot of Allison in the trailer, which I think that was, done on purpose, and I didn't mind it. I didn't think we needed to see a lot in this trailer from anybody. We got enough of what we got, you know what I mean? And I'm happy with that. In terms of Allison's character, I said it before, I think she's going to be the new Laurie Strode in terms of she's going to be a little bit batshit crazy. She's going to be a little bit on edge, and she's going to be going through a lot of trauma. And I think that we're going to see a lot of this trauma play out on camera. Excuse me. And in all honesty, that's what I want from this character. I want to see her. I hate to say that, it sounds so cruel, but I can't imagine this character after losing her boyfriend in Halloween Kills, losing her mother in Halloween Kills, losing her father in Halloween 2018. I can't imagine, even after 4 years of, being able to get over, the trauma and all that stuff, I can't see her actually being over that trauma. Think about it like this. It took her grandmother 40 plus years to get over the trauma of dealing with Michael Myers and, the encounters with him. So, in my opinion, I don't think that 4 measly little years is going to help Allison's case in terms of getting over what Michael Myers did to her family. And I fully expect Allison to be like a Laurie Strode character in this movie. Now, will she be the one to kill Michael Myers? I don't believe so. I don't. I really think from what we got in the trailer, they are building this up as the final showdown for Laurie and Michael. And if there's going to be any one person to quote unquote kill Michael Myers, it is going to be Jamie Lee Curtis's character, Laurie Strode, and not anybody else. I have my reservations of Hawkins and his revenge, but I'm even kind of waning off that a little bit. Just because from what I've seen in the trailer, it looks like they are really, really hyping up this final showdown between Michael and Laurie. And I just don't know what that means for Allison in terms of, how will she be involved in the final act scene of the movie? Now, and this is why I say, guys, it's a touch and go situation whether, Laurie lives or dies, because there is a scene in the trailer where you see Allison screaming as if she's watching somebody, another loved one, be murdered. Now, could it be another, loved one? Could it be Laurie? Yes, it could be. But could it also be, let's say Corey is her new boyfriend and he's not the copycat killer, right? And Michael kills him. We would basically be having an homage type, callback to Halloween Kills in terms of Allison's character where Michael kills off her boyfriend. So that could be another reason why Allison is screaming. Or one of her friends, could be getting killed off by Michael Myers. It could be a number of scenarios why you see Allison Strode screaming in that quick scene in the Halloween Ends trailer. However, I don't think she's going to have much significance when it comes down to the final showdown between Michael and Laurie. And I don't think she's going to be the one to kill Michael. I don't. I think that is going to be reserved for Laurie. And whatever happens with Allison along the way, it's going to be interesting. But I just don't know at this point in time how her character is going to fit into the final act scene of the movie. I just don't. I'm really clueless as to how they're going to do that, being that they have done such a good job hyping up the final showdown between Michael and Laurie. So, again, guys, in my opinion, I do see Allison being more like a Laurie Strode type character in this movie. I do see her kind of being a little bit batshit crazy, on edge, ready to, when she knows that Michael Myers is back, she'll be ready to go and guns blazing. But I just don't think she'll be the one to have the opportunity to kill Michael Myers when it's all said and done. Do I think she's going to be, especially if obviously Laurie dies, the final girl? Absolutely. But do I think she's going to be the one to kill Michael? I don't think so, guys. I really don't. I think that is going to be Laurie Strode who's going to kill Michael Myers. And if there's anybody else, who would kill Michael, it's Hawkins, in my opinion. Because much like Laurie, he's been living with this for 40 plus years and, he wants to kill Michael. So not saying that Allison doesn't want to kill Michael. Not saying that at all. I'm sure she does want to kill Michael Myers, especially after he killed her family. I just don't know if she's going to get that opportunity. I don't. But, again, guys, I fully expect this character of Allison Strode to be much like how her grandmother was in Halloween 2018, especially, and in Halloween Kills. All right, before I move on to reading some of you guys' comments, I'm going to go take a quick break real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back! Alright, gang. I am back from the masses. Alright, so let's get to some of you guys' comments here to see what you guys think about Allison Strode's character. Oh, man. Seems like we got some interesting conversation going on here in the chat. The Nets Necessity says, I've been watching you. I just been going through stuff in my room, and you're on the background. Hey, you're good, Annette. You're all good. I appreciate you, still being able to watch and multitask at the same time. That takes some skill. Oh, see, this is what I'm talking about. See, Extron is on my level. I honestly want to see both of them die in this movie, in all honesty. I think it would be very, very anticlimactic if they died together. I do. That is an ending that I would be over the top for. Open challenge. If anyone donates, I'll crash the stream. LOL. I kid. I don't think you're kidding, Bob. You know what I mean? All right. So, guys, listen. I mean, if somebody sends in, how about say this? If somebody sends in, I'm not going to try to break anybody. Somebody sends in a $10 donation to the PayPal me link. I will send our good old buddy Hunting for Entertainment a link for this stream and have him join the panel. And I will actually put that link in the comment section now. If you guys don't feel like having to go through the trouble of, going to the top right-hand corner and all that good stuff. I understand. I'm a very understanding type of guy. All right, gang, so there you see it there in the chat. There goes the PayPal me link. Anybody who sends in a $10 donation to the channel, I will send Hunting for Entertainment the link, and he will crash the stream. You know you wasn't kidding, Bob. Got your ass. Oh, man, that's good stuff. Yeah, see? Yeah. Extron, it would be cool to see them both on the ground, both dead. Then the credits roll. Woo! Woo! Y'all are singing that tune I want to hear. Yes. Yes. All right, I'll put it this way, guys. Even if Michael Myers dies and then the credits roll and then afterwards we hear breathing, I'd still be okay with that. I'd be A-okay. One way or another, though, I want to see them die together. I do. I really want to see them die together. That, man. Just don't have them die by the radio tower, please. Oh, that's an interesting question. I mean, I don't know if this question was for me, the Blackest Eyes, or whatnot, or if it was for somebody in the chat, but I'll answer it. Are owls your favorite animal? I love great white sharks and orcas. Okay, I had to. I got to get glasses. I got to get prescription, guys. I do. No, but to answer that question, my favorite animal is dog. I mean, I have a dog. You know, I mean, he's hanging out, being a lazy ass somewhere around here. I mean, but my favorite animals are dogs. You know what I mean? But I do like owls too. And you made an interesting point. You know, the blackest eyes. Owls see everything. That is true. That is very, very true. Oh, wow. Extron, you're on a freaking roll, my man. For real. Corey is the Derek of this movie. He would be the red herring boyfriend. Yes. That is what I have been feeling about him since the whole plot synopsis came out and all that. I literally thought that myself. Like, they could easily be using him as a red herring like Derek was in Scream 2. That is the exact same reference that I thought of when I was really breaking it down and giving my opinion on everything and stuff. Like, I agree with that. I do. The blackest eyes. 6 times. Do you think Allison will survive? I do. I do think she'll survive. I would be very, very shocked if Allison gets killed in this movie. I've seen some of these older chats, whatever. I see RIP 6 times. That's funny. That's right. Ooh. Blackest Eye says, he says, I want Michael walking off into the sunset. Oh, man. It's not that I don't want Michael to live. It's just I don't want it to be obvious that he's alive. I want them to at least make us think he's dead, even if it's just for a few seconds. Even if it's just for a few seconds. And then the credits roll and you hear the breathing and all that stuff. Like, I would like to see both of them die, though, in all honesty. How crazy would it be if everybody dies in this movie and that's Halloween ends? That would be really, really crazy. Blucka says you call John Wick to kill the fucking boogeyman. I mean, if there is one guy who won't miss a shot, it's Keanu Reeves. That's for sure. He is fucking incredible with a gun. I don't know if you guys have ever like watched any of his like, gun drills, like, his shooting range drills and all that shit, but he's fucking nasty with a fucking gun. Nanette asks, Marcus, can I ask you a question that is not movie related? I'll let that one slide this time around, Nanette. Yeah, sure, go for it. Blucka says Michael walking off into the sunset would be just too much like Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They just ripped from Halloween Kills so hard. Yes, absolutely. I agree with that statement, Blucka. I do. Now that I really think about it, yeah, that would be a little bit too Texas Chainsaw Massacre-ish. You know what I mean? And stuff. What are we going to see? Michael dancing, in front of the sunset, waving his knife? Oh, man. Okay. All right, we're going to move on to the next character here on the list. But before I do that, guys, again, do your buddy I Shot Him 6 Times a favor. If you haven't already, like this stream, shoot that like button. And if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit that subscribe button. The support is greatly, greatly appreciated. As well as hit the bell icon so you get notified. Also, real quick here and stuff, I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream. I mentioned it in the middle, and I'm going to keep mentioning it, every few minutes or whatever and stuff like that, while I'm live. Guys, if you have a comment that you guys that I did miss, and you guys want me to see it, donated chats go to the front or whatnot. That's why I put the PayPal me link there and all that stuff, as well as obviously, to get Bob here on the stream. But if you guys have a question or a comment that you guys want me to see that I have missed, or a question that you really want to ask me, donated comments go to the top. And in that PayPal, if you have a PayPal, it is worth to note that the note box that you get, you can leave a comment that has up to 300 letters that you can utilize. So if you guys have a comment or a question that you guys want to ask me that I have missed, donated chats will get that comment up in there, guys. As well as if you want to make a donation to the GoFundMe link, again, any donation that I get from today's stream will go towards the GoFundMe fund to help anybody who's trying to get to Monster Mania, who is having a little bit of problems, with, booking, hotel, ride, whatever and stuff. Whatever money I make off this stream, I will put into the GoFundMe account. But if you guys want to donate to the GoFundMe account for Monster Mania, the link is in the description. It is also is in the description of the stream, and you will be rewarded for your donation. The top 3 donators will be rewarded with merchandise and a chance to come on for a live stream of whatever horror movie you guys want to talk about. Anybody who does finish outside of the top 3, you will not be left out. You will still have an opportunity, even though you won't get any merch, you will still have the opportunity to choose whatever horror movie topic you want to talk about and come here on the channel and do a live stream with me. So again, guys, if you donate to the GoFundMe Monster Mania account that is in the description of this stream, the top 3 donators will get merchandise in the form of a t-shirt, a tumbler, a mug, and a shot glass, as well as a chance to come on here for a live stream and talk about whatever horror movie they want to talk about, you guys want to talk about. Anybody who finishes outside of the top 3 of the donations, or outside of the top 3 donators, or whatever, you will still have an opportunity to come on the channel, even though you will not get any merch. You will still have an opportunity to come on the channel and do a live stream talking about whatever horror movie you guys want to talk about. And just one more time before I move on to the next character subject for Halloween Ends. Again, if you guys have a comment that I have not seen, if you guys have a question that I have not seen and I have missed, donated comments and donated questions go to the top of the list. The PayPal link is in the top right-hand corner of the description. I also put the link in the description of the stream and in the comment section of this stream. So if you guys have a question or a comment that you guys want me to see, like I said, that I have missed, donated chats will definitely get those read off. As well as if you guys want Bob to crash the stream, like I said, $10 PayPal donation will do it. I'm going to check right now to see if anything came through, just so I haven't missed anything. All right, so far nothing has came through. So it's looking like Bob is scot-free from crashing the stream so far. Again, guys, $10 donation to the PayPal account gets Hunting for Entertainment here to crash the stream. So if you guys want to see Hunting for Entertainment here on the panel, shoot that $10 to the PayPal link, you guys. as well as if you want any comments and questions that I have missed that you guys really want to ask me and want me to get to, donated questions and comments will go to the front of the line. And I will read them first. All right, let's talk about a little bit of Hawkins, you guys. Now, I have actually said this on a couple videos before, and I look at Officer Hawkins. Now, it's interesting. It's interesting to note that from what I read in the cast list, Omar Dorsey, who played Sheriff Baker in Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, is not cast for this movie. So that tells me there is a new sheriff in town in Haddonfield. Whether that's Hawkins, I don't know, because from his character biography for Halloween Ends, it still reads that he's just an officer. Doesn't read that he's the sheriff now or anything. So for all we know, he could be the sheriff or could be somebody completely different. But in my opinion, guys, I feel like Hawkins is the new Dr. Loomis of this timeline, of this new Halloween timeline. And the reason why I believe he's the new Loomis, because think about it like this, guys. Loomis himself, before coming to the conclusion that Michael Myers was nothing but pure evil. Don, get away from there. Don, come here. Sorry, I had to yell at the dog real quick. But Dr. Loomis, or whatever, even before coming to the conclusion that Michael Myers was nothing more than pure evil and there was nothing that he could do for him, etc., Dr. Loomis tried to see the humanity in Michael Myers. That's much like Deputy Hawkins, which is why he decided to stop Dr. Loomis from killing Michael Myers in Halloween 1978, at least in that retcon scene that we got in Kills. Because if you listen to his dialogue when he's talking to Laurie when he's in bed, he tells Laurie that even though he knew Michael Myers was a monster, deep down inside, he always thought that there was somebody's baby boy living inside that man. So that tells me, even through after all those years, Hawkins, up until Halloween 2018, and he saw the destruction that Michael was causing, up until then, Hawkins still always seen the humanity inside Michael Myers. And then once Michael was, once he broke out and, he killed the podcasters in the bathroom and Hawkins was first there on the scene, he immediately knew who it was. And at that point in time, he knew that there was nothing else that he could do but kill this evil. This evil has to die. Evil dies tonight. But much like Dr. Loomis, he gave Michael a chance to show some humanity. And then he got to a certain point where he found out that there is no humanity left in this vessel that is Michael Myers. Much like Dr. Loomis, which is why in Halloween 2018, Hawkins made it a point to really want to kill Michael Myers. Much like Dr. Loomis in 1978, his whole objective was to stop and kill Michael Myers. That's why I believe Hawkins is the new Dr. Loomis of this new Halloween timeline. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with his character in this movie. Outside of Laurie, I give him a really good chance at being the one to quote unquote kill Michael Myers and kind of, rectify that mistake from stopping Dr. Loomis, from killing him. That's my take on Hawkins, guys, and his character for this movie. I do not know how much we will see Hawkins in this movie. That does remain to be seen. But I do think that in terms of story arc, his story is going to come full circle in Halloween Ends. And I'm really, really interested to see that because I'm a fan of Hawkins. I'm a diehard fan of Dr. Loomis. So if he reminds me of Dr. Loomis, you can only imagine that I am a fan of Hawkins. I like this character, and I'm really interested to see what direction this character is going to be going in Halloween Ends, and if he will get the chance to kill Michael Myers up close and in person, and it will be interesting to see, will he pull the trigger or will he get cold feet? That's what I find interesting about Hawkins for Halloween Ends, and I think his character is going to have a full circle story arc by the end of this movie, in my opinion, you guys. But I want to know what you guys think about Deputy / possible Sheriff Hawkins. What do you guys think about Hawkins, and how do you see this character being portrayed in Halloween Ends? And how do you see his story arc, coming to full fruition? But before I get to you guys' comments, I'm going to go grab my charger because my laptop is starting to die. No good. Don't want to cut out on you guys, All right, took care of that little issue. But again, guys, hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about Officer Hawkins' character. How do you guys think he will be portrayed in this Halloween Ends movie? And do you think his story is going to come full circle in this movie? As well as, do you guys think he will get his chance to basically be Dr. Loomis and get an up close and person shot at killing Michael Myers? And do you guys think he will take that shot, or will he get cold feet? Excuse me. Holy shit. Get to some of you guys' comments and all that stuff. Bucket says your laptop will be right back. I wish it was that simple. Nanette, to answer your question, when do you think we can talk about doing a live stream together? We can actually set that up for probably later on this week. I do have some live streams set up. I want to get my Hatchet my Victor Crowley watch party done this week for sure, and stuff like that. I have a live stream coming up with Gory B Movie. We're going to be talking some Chucky and all that stuff. So probably sometime towards the end of the week, if that works for you, Nanette. We could definitely probably do something by the end of the week. Scream Rad says 14 likes and 8 people watching. Now we're down to 6 people watching. Hey, that's still good though. Guys, you know what I mean? Like I said, keep sharing this stream. You know what I mean? Share this stream on all your social media platforms. You know what I mean? Let your friends, your family, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, everybody know we're live. You know what I mean? The more likes that we get, the bigger the audience gets, you guys. So share the hell out of this stream. Share the hell out of this stream and let everybody know about it. Extron Gaming says, I'm actually interested in Hawkins' character. Yeah, right. I am too. I like him. I like him a lot. I like Will Patton, the actor in general. I think he's a really underrated actor. I think he's really good. That's interesting, Extron. I I think Hawkins marries Lori because she has a ring on her finger in the trailer. Yeah, she does. But see, what I find interesting about that, I mean, granted, you don't have to be living with your partner, you know what I mean, to, obviously be in love with somebody and stuff. And, sometimes those things take time in terms of like moving in together and all that stuff. But my issue with that is if Hawkins and her are engaged, they're not living together. Allison and Lori are living basically by themselves. There was no mention of a fiance, husband, or anything, living in that house. And being that Hawkins and Lori has known each other for so long, if they were to get together, especially if Hawkins popped the question and she said yes, I can't imagine a scenario where she's not living with him. You know what I mean? Like, that's one thing I found very, very fascinating about Lori, having that ring on her finger, you know what I mean? And stuff like she's not living with whoever she's supposed to be, I guess, engaged to. So I find that very, very interesting. And one thing I was thinking about is if Lori isn't engaged to Hawkins, what if she's not engaged at all, but she's still in love with one of her previous husbands and she decided to just, put the ring on? Being that she's in this new state of mind, she's moved on with her life in terms of, thinking about Michael Myers and all that stuff. That's not impossible. That's not an impossible, thought to think. What if Lori and Hawkins didn't get together like we think, and Lori's not even really engaged, but she's still in love with the man she was previously married to, and she just decides to put on the ring, you know what I mean, in terms of like maybe just, giving her something to be hopeful of, maybe. Maybe she tried to, is trying to get back with this, ex-husband or something like that. Anything's possible, you know what I mean? But I find it very, very interesting how she does have a ring on her finger, you know what I mean, and stuff, but she's not living with her companion. So it's going to be interesting. That's going to be an interesting development that unfolds for sure. Right. Exactly. And that's just where I'm at with it, Blucka. It's hard to believe she's marrying anyone if she is living with Allison. Ooh. Hunting for Entertainment says he'll take the shot, but he will fail. I mean, yeah, if we're talking, are we talking about failing like in terms he'll miss the shot like he always does? Or will Michael still live through that shot? Excuse me. Because both are very, very credible. That could happen. Is that somehow he's point blank in front of Michael, but Hawkins misses the shot because, he can't shoot this, he can't shoot for shit. Or the shot just doesn't do anything to Michael and he still lives through it. Ooh, whoa. Ooh, Blucka, that's interesting. Now you got me wanting to go back and watch Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills to see what Karen's ring looks like. Ooh, that's really good. That's really good. That's a very big possibility. That's not impossible at all. Extron says maybe Hawkins is living with them. I mean, it's possible, but I would think they would have put that, they would have said that in the synopsis. Unless they're just trying to surprise people. I don't know. I doubt it, though. I don't think he is living with them. But you are right, Blucka. He is the most stable of the bunch and clear thinking. He really is. Stefano Cesaros in the chat. Yeah, we're gonna have to remove you, buddy. Sorry, you're spamming. Took care of that real quick. Blucka says, I feel like we get this ending where it's just a mask on the ground and you hear someone walking towards it and then a deformed hand picks it up and then the screen cuts roll away. Ooh. And the screen cuts away. Ooh, it's not impossible. That wouldn't be bad. I wouldn't be against it. The Blackest Eye says, I feel Hawkins will not survive. I mean, I kind of feel like he will die too, but I'm kind of hoping he lives. I'm not going to lie, because I like Hawkins. So, but he most likely will probably be a goner. I hope not, though. Yeah, that's right, Blackest Eye. Spam you gone. Yeah, that's right. Blucka says they put so much emphasis on the deformed hand identifier. It just seems like that would be the ending. Yeah. I mean, it's not impossible. I really hope that we get a better ending than that, though. I want them to both die together. I do. You know what I mean? But that wouldn't be a bad ending. It wouldn't be. Especially, you know what I mean? That would be kind of creepy. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So, I'm not against it. We just don't know yet. We'll see. All right, guys. We're going to move on to the last character here that I want to talk about for Halloween Ends. And that is somebody we did not see at all in the trailer. And that is one Lindsay Wallace. And, I mean, she didn't do much in Halloween Kills. But one thing I will say is this. I think she will have a little bit of a bigger role in this movie. But I think the more important thing to look at here isn't just Lindsay Wallace. That picture is blurry as hell. Did not know that it uploaded like that. But either way, okay. So that is the redheaded girl that you had seen in the trailer of Halloween Ends, that you seen Michael, tussling with up against the wall and all that stuff. And in my opinion, guys, I think that's Lindsay Wallace's daughter. You know what I mean? She looks like she would be around the age, for Lindsay to have a kid. You know what I mean? Like, she looks like she's like kind of, teens, young adult, and all that stuff. And being that we didn't see Lindsay in the trailer, but we did see her, in my opinion, I think that is Michael. I think that Michael is walking inside of Lindsay's house where we see that redhead, the redheaded girl on the phone and stuff. And I think that that's Lindsay Wallace's daughter. And I think in the moment where she's on the phone and Michael's creeping up behind her, I think Lindsay is on the phone with her, trying to tell her to get out of the house. Michael's coming and all that stuff. I really didn't find it too disheartening to not see Lindsay Wallace in the trailer, because even though I think she's going to have somewhat of a little bit of a bigger role, I don't think it's going to be that significant to where you needed to put her in the trailer. Think about it. For most of the trailer anyway, the main people that they had to see in the trailer was the people that we got in the plot synopsis outside of Hawkins. We already know Hawkins is involved in this movie. But Corey, Lori, and Allison were the main focal points of the shots that we saw in the trailer. You know what I mean? And as well as that red-haired girl, and if I'm not mistaken, her, from what I've seen on the cast list, it said her name was like Dead Lover. I don't know. You know what I mean? But Miss Dead Lover, you know what I mean? In my opinion, Miss Dead Lover is Lindsay Wallace's daughter, which is why we did not see Lindsay Wallace in the trailer. I think that they wanted to showcase this new character and, you know, get our gears grinding and, you know, get the speculation rolling as to who this character could be. And as soon as I saw her, I'm just like, Lindsay Wallace's daughter. I don't know why. I just did. Lindsay Wallace's daughter. And that's where I'm going with it. You know what I mean? So in terms of Lindsay Wallace, you know what I mean, especially not being in the trailer and as far as her character, I think she is going to die. And I think if this girl, whoever this redheaded girl is, if it is her daughter, and even if it ain't her daughter, but if it is her daughter, she's going to die as well. I don't know how much significant Miss Dead Lover, aka Lindsay's possible daughter, how much, you know, she will be, how much her character will be involved in the movie, how important she'll be. But I do find it interesting that they showcase that character. You know, they showcase that character even more so than the other side characters that we got that we kind of know are going to probably be killed, like the black girl and the girl who's hanging up on the gate, you know what I mean, and stuff, who looks like she's stuck on a gate and a car's coming through her. They showcase Dead Lover more than they showcase those other characters. So it's going to be interesting to see if she's going to have a bigger role than we might expect in this movie. And I think if she does have a bigger role in this movie than we expect, it's because she is the daughter of one Lindsay Wallace. But that's my take on what's going on with Lindsay Wallace and this young lady by the name of Dead Lover. And I want to hear from you guys. And I'm going to get you guys comments on this situation with Lindsay Wallace. How do you guys feel that she wasn't in the trailer? What do you guys think her character will be? And will she die when Halloween ends? And after, you know, we close it up with Lindsay, I am going to close up the stream then, guys, and all that stuff. So I'll say we'll go about another 10 minutes, you know, get you guys' comments in and stuff on Lindsay Wallace, get you guys' thoughts, and then I'm going to wrap it up for the time being after that. Okay, I guess, yeah. Scream Rad, you have a nice day, my friend. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you, buddy, and we will talk later. Extron says, yeah, I don't know why she wasn't in the trailer. I think she wasn't in the trailer, in all honesty, is because she's not going to have that much of a significant role. And like I said, I mean, this is just my theory. I think that young lady, Miss Dead Lover, is her daughter, and they wanted to showcase that character, you know, to get, like I said, to get our gears grinding, is, you know, to get the questions rolling who this character could be. Ooh. The Blackest Eye says, what if there is a copycat, but the copycat is Nick Castle? I personally don't like it because it takes away from the mystique of one Michael Myers. Even if there, obviously we know there's two, the fake and the real Michael Myers. Excuse me. Even though we know there's two of them, you are still humanizing the Michael Myers character. And that, in my opinion, that takes down the mystique from the actual Michael Myers himself, in my opinion. You know, so that's why I don't want to see a copycat. And also, I think they'd be ripping off Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, it wouldn't be nothing fresh. It wouldn't be nothing that we haven't seen before. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if it is Nick Castle, I'll put it this way. If it's Nick Castle underneath the mask, but it's a dream sequence, I'm okay with it. But if it's actual, like, real live scene, like him and Lori are duking it out, and then she takes off the mask and it's Nick Castle and not James Jude Courtney, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed. I'll be honest, guys. I don't want to copycat Michael Myers. I don't. I really don't. There's only one shape. There's only one Michael Myers. Yeah, but the blackest eyes. Oof, the plot thickens. I didn't give Lindsay a thought. Yeah, man. She wasn't in the trailer, but like I said, I think Miss Deadlover, the redheaded girl who's in the trailer, I think that's her daughter. And I think that the house Michael is walking into is Lindsay's house. Lindsay's just not there at the time. Oh, the blackest eye says, I still felt more happened with Lindsay and Michael in kills. It was a cut weird. I mean, I had to disagree. I don't think they really did a great job with her character, like placement in that movie. I didn't like the fact that we clearly saw that she was hiding from Michael. And then the next time we see her, when, you know, Allison and Cameron find her and stuff, she looks like she had been attacked when it was clear that she hadn't been attacked. And if she was going to be attacked, Michael would have finished her off. That was the only, that was, I didn't like that. I didn't like how they did that. It was really, really confusing. So for me, I do hope we get a little bit more Lindsay Wallace and maybe a little bit more, you know what I mean, more runtime with her in it and stuff, and hopefully they placed the character in right situations, because I don't think that was the right situation for that character. You know, I thought that was piss poor management in that scene. You know, especially where, like I said, you see her, she did not get attacked, but then the next time you see her, she looks wet, she looks like she was attacked and all that stuff. Like, I didn't like that. So hopefully they fix that. Oh no, you're good. Blackest eyes, and hold on, I clicked the wrong one. Real quick, I don't want a copycat myself. Just saying, if there is one, Nick Castle should be it. No, I wouldn't be against it if it's a dream sequence. If it's a dream sequence and we get Lori taking off the mask and it's Nick Castle, I'd be over the moon with that, as long as it's a dream sequence. Yeah, I agree, Blucka. But before I get to that last comment by you, I'm going to touch on this one. In Halloween Kills, they definitely edited the Lindsay scene oddly. Yes, they did. It was ugly. Really, really ugly. It was so ugly. It's one thing. Okay, it's one thing to edit the hell out of a scene and make it not noticeable. It's another thing to edit the shit out of a scene and it's so fucking noticeable that they chopped and edited the shit out of that scene. Like, it's not, they didn't do a great job at fooling us. Let's just say that. Blucka says, but they black nurse combined out of the truck window and disappeared 4 streets down till Michael had finished off the people in the truck. Yeah, that was weird too. Yeah. That was one of the big things when me and my family was watching the movie and she comes back out misfiring. We're like, well, one, she can't fucking shoot like she said she could. You know what I mean? And two, where the fuck did she go and why would she come back? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, those sequences weren't that great. I agree, Blucka. The editing all around that sequence wasn't great at all. All right, guys, I'm going to answer this last comment from Xtron, and then I'm going to end this stream. But Xtron asks, we're going to end it on this comment. Marcus, is Lori an author like how Cindy was in Scream 4? Yes. Yes. I actually did a video yesterday about it, Xtron. You'll have to check it out on the channel and stuff. But I actually did a video, and it was titled The Homage That a lot of us fans missed in the Halloween Ends trailer. And, in the Halloween Ends plot synopsis. You know, the homage that a lot of us missed. And as soon as I saw the plot and I was reading it and it said Lori was writing a memoir, I was like, that's Sidney Prescott all the way. They're going in the direction that Wes went with Cindy Prescott in Scream 4 in terms of having her write a book or a memoir about her experiences in life with Michael Myers or against this villain and how she came out of that situation a better person. No matter how long it took her to get there, you know, she's coming out of the situation a better person and actually looking forward to living a happy life. And I like it. I like that homage. I mean, these two franchises are so tied in together. It's not surprising, and I'm not mad at it. I like it. I like it a lot, and I think that is a really nice homage and a tip of the glasses, I should say, to Neve Campbell's character and Cindy Prescott. I'm going to be definitely making sure I have my ears pinned to what Lori has to say in her memoir to see if it mimics anything that, you know, was used for Cindy Prescott's, you know, dialogue. But yes, absolutely. Absolutely. She is definitely the new Cindy Prescott in the Halloween, I should say. She is definitely going to be playing Cindy Prescott in Halloween Ends with this whole memoir, book, whatever you want to call it. And I'm excited for it. I'm not even going to lie. I'm really excited to see how this character's story arc is coming full circle, especially after going through all the shit she went through to somehow find a way to carve out a decent and manageable, respectable, happy life for herself. Hey, Val, what's going on? You're actually coming in at the end of the stream, but hey, you know what I mean? Better late than never. You know, hashtag the general. You know what I mean? What's going on, Val? I hope you're having a great day. Don't worry, because I will be going live later on tonight with Bob and Harmony for Slasher Sunday. I do have to put that stream together yet and all that stuff. So you guys will be getting a double dose of me today. So have no fear. Even though I'm about to end this stream here now and all that, I will be back later for Slasher Sunday tonight. Real quick. Oh, that's what's up, Val. That's what's up. You tell the family I said hello. That's what's up. Gotta love hanging out with the family and especially the grandbabies. Definitely. All right, gang. I'm going to end it here. As you know, once again, this is I Shot Him 6 Times YouTube horror movie channel. Guys, it doesn't matter. Hey, still share this stream even after it ends. People can watch the replay. Let's get those likes up, you know what I mean, and stuff. Show the support. It is greatly, greatly appreciated, you guys. And I will be catching you guys later on for Slasher Sunday. But until then, guys, you guys enjoy the rest of your day and be safe. Stay out of trouble. Don't go trying to be copycat killing Michael Myers out this motherfucker, please. I need you guys all here in the chat box so we can have these great conversations that we have. So until later for Slasher Sunday, you guys, I will catch you guys later and enjoy your day.
I shot him 6 times.